Walking around the streets of downtown San Diego these days, it looks more like a ghetto in a third world country than America's finest city. Never before has anyone seen anything like this.
It's really hard to make the case that this is America's finest city when we have record numbers of people dying on our streets, we have infrastructure that's crumbling, we have budget deficits. You know, we need better leadership.
Under the current so-called leadership, the number of people living on the streets is growing by the day. And on this day, the mayor's office has announced that all of the people living in the City Hall complex, known as Golden Hall, will soon be moved to different locations. One of those locations is a hotel in Barrio Logan, a former travel lodge now being rented by the city for the homeless.
They're just moving people from one shelter to another. I mean, a lot of the folks here, I think, came from the convention center when it closed down. So I kind of equate it to just a rearranging the deck chairs on a sinking ship. And unfortunately, it's becoming painfully obvious that the folks in the San Diego mayor's office don't seem to have a clue what to do. And it's just getting worse and worse, day by day, week by week, month by month.
There is no question that living in a hotel is far better for recovery than living in a large community space or on the streets. But with nearly 500 people currently living in Golden Hall and only 42 rooms at the hotel, the math doesn't add up.
But the fact of the matter is they open up this hotel for families, which is great. It's actually better space for about 40 families, about 120 folks probably. And that will take the families that are staying here, but how about the other 300 to 400 folks that are staying here? At the moment, they don't have a place for them.
According to a city spokesperson, the families will get priority on the hotel rooms, and hundreds of single people and teenagers living at Golden Hall will stay there until they can find another place for them, a place that doesn't exist.
While we've heard the mayor tout all of these additional shelter beds over the last year, patting himself on the back over and over and over, but any beds that are created now, the next 300 or 400 beds are just going to be a wash because he's got to find somewhere for these folks to go.
Sadly, at this stage, there are far more people moving onto the streets than getting off of them. And every day there are overdoses, suicides, and health issues killing people out here. With only 42 rooms at the hotel and thousands of people looking for help out here, that leaves a lot of misery on the streets.
It's just going to be more difficult now. We're going to see more people on the streets. Our system is just going to become even more dysfunctional. And I just don't see any much hope on the horizon with this administration on this issue.
You know, everybody who has followed this issue over the years and the decades realizes firsthand how difficult it is to get these people off the street. First of all, they have mental health issues, they have drug issues, financial issues, legal issues. You have to deal with all those things and then, of course, put a roof over their head. Whatever's happening in the city of San Diego right now, more people are going out into the streets than are getting off the streets. Whatever is happening over at City Hall, it clearly is not working, and we need to take a different approach. We're at the Travel Lodge, used to be the Travel Lodge in Barrio Logan, where fortunately 42 families will find a place and will have shelter. For the other hundreds and thousands of people, at this point, we just don't know. Dan Plant, KUSI News.